First look at the new home of the Rams and Chargers. The stadium unveiled its massive premiere center with virtual models of the entire project. Our Dave Lopez checked it all out. He joins us live with a preview.
Inside here at Playa del Rey, the only word I can describe is wow. What you're looking at is the Jumbotron that will be high atop the stadium. It goes the entire length of the football field. It's an oblong shape, and they tell me it's going to be one of the, maybe the 8th wonder of the world when it's done.
Today, we're in Logan, Utah, where the Oculus is being made. So the Oculus is made out of LED modules that are about 10.5 inches by about 12 inches. Can you see the display behind me?
Yep.
Yes. So that's 2 shipping sections stacked. And so the biggest area will be 5 sections stacked. So that's only 40% of how tall the largest section will be. If you had somebody walking past it, you can see how big that really is. We bend and stamp sheet metal parts to build our cabinets. It's all aluminum construction. The diodes get placed on the circuit board, then it goes through a coating process. Then they come to this facility to get populated and wired with all the LED tiles. The LED modules go through a calibration system so that every diode will look the same color and the same brightness. It's so big it won't fit in this fabrication facility, so we had to get off-site storage as we build pieces and take them to storage. What separates this from other large stadium displays is most likely the unique shape. The whole intent of this was so that every fan will have an equally enjoyable experience. I predict that the fans will enjoy watching the game on the screen than seeing it down below.
My name's Kevin Bear. I'm a sheet metal manufacturer supervisor here in Logan, Utah. We're in the metal fabrication shop in the punch department. We're going to walk you through some of our processes. So we take a sheet of any given size and punch whatever holes and shapes we need into it. So this is a part that just came off our punch machines. This particular part is a face pan for the Oculus center hung. All the shapes and sizes are clearances for the LED cards. They're holes to attach the LED cards. This is the overall piece that the screen connects to give the fans the ultimate experience. All right, after punching and bending and hardware, this side of the shop is where we put all those parts and pieces together to make the displays. Right here, we're building 3x8 card sections for the center hung Oculus display. We put multiple of these together, stack them. This is what builds the overall display. These are small sections that make one big screen.
We're here at PCB assembly area. We're going to start in the SMD lines and we'll walk through the process of how PCBs are put together. PCB is the circuit board that makes up the individual components that will be put into the large screen to make up the overall screen. So this is our SMD line. What happens at this step is we'll take a bare circuit board and it has no components on it, and we'll load it into the machine. This is where the parts are actually placed onto the board. At this point, all the components have been placed on the board. So these will control all of the LED modules. When they're finished with this line, we bring the boards over to this line where we place the LEDs and do the second side of the board. The LEDs will come in a reel, and if you look closely at the tape, each one of those pockets contain a single LED. So this is a completed module. This is the component side, and then flip it over. And this is our LED side, all completed. The LA Stadium project, I believe, has 80,000 LED modules, individual modules, and those modules have 1152 LEDs on each module. So 1152 LEDs times 80,000, that's a lot of LEDs. So in this frame, we have one LED module. To put that in perspective, in the Oculus, this Oculus will be 80,000 individual LED modules like this. So one small piece of that great 80,000 piece sign.
My name is Jesse Dredge. I'm a manufacturing engineer. Right now we're in the facility where all of the good stuff, the fun stuff happens. The circuit boards have been manufactured. Now we get to wire it all together and turn it on and make sure that it all works. So what we're looking at here is we're looking at the cabinets as they've been delivered to us, and we're going to put all the wiring in them, and at that point they're really basically ready to turn on. Here's some examples of what it looks like just before it's ready to be turned on. These are smaller sections that will be shipped and be stacked on top of each other once they get into the field during installation. They all start out straight, but there's a gap in here that allows us to pull these around and put them in the right curve. So we take this bracket off and we'll hang it, and we'll be able to turn these either in or out. So they're built straight, but they'll eventually be turned around to make the circle. This thing over here to your left hanging from the ceiling, that's how we're keeping track of everything that needs to be done, because the Oculus has an outer ring and an inner ring. This will be the biggest display we've ever built, and it's kind of fun to be able to know that where it's going and see that it's going to be seen by so many people.
I'm Landon Mays. I'm the manager of the calibration department, where we're calibrating some of the cards for the LA project. And the reason we calibrate everything is because to make sure that everything's smooth, the same brightness, and you're optimizing everything you have. All right, so right here, this is a radiant imaging camera. It costs about $58,000, and what it does is it measures each individual pixel that's in that particular frame right now. So right here, it's going to take some images, and I can kind of zoom in and you can see the individual pixels. So right here, this is each individual pixel that's up there. Right now we're on green, and it's telling you the brightness of that particular pixel. This will actually show you if there are any flaws in the images before you even send it to the cards. This particular frame holds 384 cards, and you're looking at about an hour of calibration time.
The Oculus, to me, will be the biggest and best, larger than life project in any NFL stadium. Because ours is curved, every seat around the stadium will get a perfect image. There won't be a viewing angle that's impeded. Just like you drive up and down Las Vegas Boulevard, the next big casino has to do a bigger and better LED sign outside. The Oculus is that next biggest thing.